Heyo everybody, it's Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Project Planko. We have another exciting main attraction finish. This year we're going to be looking at the Missy Goods Malice in Wonderland Steel Top RMC coaster created by the one and only BBeyond. BB8 is what I like to call her. She did an absolutely wonderful job winning the contest to prove their might to go on and finish the ride in the real park. It is in, it is ready, and my reshade's not working properly. Okay, got that all sorted out. Holy good googly moogly, ladies and gentlemen. This park is running a whole 10 FPS less than the last time I opened it up on even my new computer. This park is coming to a crawl. Luckily, these main attractions are on the outskirts of the park, and I'm getting about 30 FPS for the most part until we get a bad angle where it loads the park in the background there. But generally speaking, it's a computer melting park. I'm probably one of the worst culprits of a park I have ever seen when I'm looking at, oh, that's adorable. When I'm looking at all of it. This, I recently featured, what was it, the Doi Odensberg, German monstrosity castle thing. This runs worse than that did. I'm not even kidding you. And I thought that was one of the most monstrous creations ever. And we're not even done yet. Oh, that is a concerning laugh. A nervous laugh, if you will. What is this? Missy Bad Shrine Cemetery? Where is it? Where's the cemetery? Are you building this for us? I thought this ride was completed. Am I crazy? Maybe that's a blueprint that we're waiting on. Maybe. Or a plot for someone else to do. Maybe a couple other things here. It's crushed, fallen build, dark fairy tale. What is happening here? BBeyond, are you still working on some stuff? I was told by Batch that the ride is in and it's done, and I did load the latest version of the park because it also has the Princess Coaster in, as well as the Renee Fu Coaster. So obviously I'm not totally up to date with what's going on. Now BB8 will probably be watching this and can tell us down in the comments below. I'm assuming Batch is just supposed to help out because her computer was melting. It's very understandable. Unless you have a supercomputer like me or Batch, this probably is a struggle to run on an average computer. It's a struggle to run on a state-of-the-art computer. So I don't blame you guys. Yeah, so there's no qualms here towards BBeyond, as long as we got the bulk of the ride in. So that's what we're checking out here today. The Missy in Wonderland. So we have our own custom soundtrack, Malice in Wonderland from the Bitter Elegance. It has been refined or changed or edited to fit the coaster. Now, when we first looked at it in prototype phase, the song was in pretty rough shape. And I said I was going to help BBeyond with their blending of the music, but she never sent me the file or asked for my help. So I'm assuming she figured it out. Hopefully there's no drastic changes in the music that's too bad to listen to, but I'm just gonna have my fingers crossed. So boarding station's coming later. This will be a plot for some of our masters and legends, and it'll be a big giant castle. What is going on over here? I guess Batch is like ripping apart builds to try to like decorate some of this area. Batch doing his thing. Yeah, Batch is, what would I do without him? He's done some pretty amazing stuff to this park. Taking it to the next level. Really appreciate it. Okay, Missy's Sweet Escape. We're going to be calling this Missy in Wonderland. Missy in Wonderland. So we will be renaming this Missy in Wonderland. And let's give it a test. Let's see. It's my first time seeing it on the new computer and everything. Should be good. Let's get the volume up. Come on, where's my volume mixer? Volume mixer. All right, I did hear a little bit of a resync in the song. Let's get the volume up. All right. Let's go. Holy moogly. BBeyond. Oh my god, that took my breath away. Holy moly. That was incredible. The RMC is so freaking loud, though. I think for this one in particular, we have to, how do we even do this? It's been so long. Take the sound effects down? That takes the sound effects of the coaster down, right? Let me try this. And then, how's the volume on this? It's at 100%. So, yeah, I definitely have some stuff I want to say about this one. Okay, it sounds quieter, but how is the music? Okay, the music's nice and loud. Let's give it another go, and I'm gonna crank this. And you should be able to get a more dialed-in musical experience this time. That was so great, I want to ride it again. Phenomenal work, BBeyond. So proud of you. You have a lot to be proud of with this. This is incredible. Let's go. The tiki clock!
So sweet, all sugar on the outside, but go deep, we're bitter on the inside. Can't trust our public affections. You burned the hearts off my sleeve, and I learned how hard it is to leave. But if I stay, there's no wisdom. So where's that Cheshire cat to give us some directions? And can that chap in a funny hat tell us what the hell has happened? Our dreams and hopes went up in smoke. It's clear our love is in ashes. My heart in your hands, just us to sand. We've slipped and fallen into Malice in Wonderland. Where's that Cheshire cat to We're stuck, twisting the fairy tale. It's crushed, this won't end well. I feel so much aggression. No fun and games to play in this messed up situation. Each day we say we'll break the chains while we hang in dark suspension. We've slipped and fallen into Malice in Wonderland. In Wonderland. Malice in Wonderland.
Wow, frickin' wee. Wow, let's talk about it. I'm gonna turn the volume right down so I can do a bit of a play-by-play and hear myself talk and think. But that was phenomenal. I think the music blend, it wasn't blend perfectly, but there was like 3 cuts total, I think. And I could tell exactly when they happened, where they happened, and that sort of thing. But that's okay. It wasn't that noticeable. I think the average person probably won't notice it. It's really well done. The scenes are incredible. I know there's a few unfinished scenes, but we'll get that sorted out, obviously. Whether BBeyond wants to make those blueprints. The ticking watch there with going with the music there was phenomenal. This was probably the best musical coaster I've ever seen, ever. This is exactly what I was hoping for. So sweet, sugar on the outside, go deep, we're bitter on the inside. We go deep and we're bitter. The visuals match up with the lyrics impeccably. You burned the hearts off my sleeves, there's the burning cards. And I've learned how hard it is to leave, and it's all just darkness. And then where's that Cheshire cat to give us some direction? There's the Cheshire cat with directions. That's amazing. Can that chap in the funny hat tell us what the hell has happened? That's our Mad Hatter. Our Fantastic Hatter. Went up in smoke. There's the smoke. It's clear our love is in ashes. We're going through an ashy garden that's burnt. My heart, there's a heart there in your hands. Hands made in the shape of hearts turned into sand. We're going into sand here. Now we slipped and fallen into Malice in Wonderland. Again, we do the fall. This is just like a play-by-play of insanity. Going through the sweet tunnely cave here. This is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, BBeyond. And then we get a little bit of time to breathe here. So I did hear some music changes up here, but it's the only way she could get it to the zero G stall, and it was done impeccably. We could probably add one more Cheshire Cat in here, I think. That would be great if Batch wants to do that. We're stuck twisting the fairy tale. That's a great little touch there. So we have something that's going to be built here, some sort of graveyard that's going to be added in here. This messed up situation. There's got a dark forest. As we hang in dark suspension, there's the 0G. Boom. Really well done. Let's go. Wow. Fallen into Malice in Wonderland. Amazing. This is phenomenal. So, with some final polish, this is going to be the best music coaster I've ever seen, like in terms of matching with lyrics and giving us visuals with audibles. I mean, holy freaking crap. BBeyond knocked it out of the park, quite literally. That was sensational. Holy moly. Really well done. That is remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. I think that's my favorite coaster in this entire park. After everything we've seen, the original vision, when I was sitting back listening to the Bitter Elegance music after I had met Jeffrey Wynn Prince, and I was listening to their music, saying how much variety is in their music, from the dark to the family friendly to the fun poppy stuff. It's such a wide variety that I could see it being very family friendly for a theme park. And a lot of the themes of the songs, Missy in Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland, Malice in Wonderland, it all kind of goes with things that you would see in a theme park. We've seen many people over the years do an Alice in Wonderland style theme park. It's just such a fitting world to recreate within Planet Coaster, as it's very fun, it's very playful, and then there's like a bit of a dark twist on there with the Malice, and our Missy Goods character is black and white. She's got a little bit of an edginess to her, so we can reinterpret and envision Missy Goods as Malice, and then turn this into Missy in Wonderland instead of Malice in Wonderland, and it's just a perfect vision. So as I'm listening to the song and visualizing coasters in my head, this is kind of what I pictured. Like when you listen to the song, the 0G stall, the slipping, hanging in dark suspension. Where's that chap in the funny cap? The Cheshire Cat to give us some direction. So sweet on the outside, bitter on the inside. These are all the things that I was imagining in my mind when listening to this music from the Bitter Elegance, and thinking how perfect would that fit with a Planko themed theme park. And BB-8, BBeyond absolutely delivered on that vision, made that vision come to life, made it a reality, and it was so good to finally see it here in its inception, because here we are all these months later looking at what is now a crazy mega park. One of my earliest visions of this park started with this song, started with this coaster, and it just so happened to be something that wasn't on the priority list, because the concept of the project was not only to bring some of these, integrate some of the Bitter Elegance songs onto rides and then integrate them with our characters, but the project wasn't intended to be just a focus on Bitter Elegance. It was a, how do I bring all the characters to life, add in some fun, friendly music that doesn't get us copyright flagged on YouTube, that we can make fun musical coasters to, but then also make that like an homage to Frontier with their amazing characters, mascots, and world that they've built for us so far, and how do we incorporate that with the music that is provided and, you know, create sort of like a blended mesh between the two of them. And that's where we came up with the idea of Project Planko. And in order to get here, we needed to be here. And because there's so many characters within this world that we've built, right, that Chant has helped us reimagine and bring to life, Missy Goods here is just one of them. So we finally got to her, but she was one of the first things that I was thinking about when I thought of this project. I just, you know, I didn't make it a priority. You know, you get a fun idea, you don't just rush for the finish line, you gotta build it up. And that's exactly what we did. So some of the characters are influenced by the Bitter Elegance, and some of them, and most of them are not. But we wanted to incorporate some musical coasters throughout this park, and we have the voice acted racing coasters on the street. Then we have the music coaster over here, another music coaster over there, voice acted over here, another music coaster over here, Zaphor Memorial Coaster / Miss Ellie Coaster, a shooting ride that should be voice acted, another musical ride, dark ride over here, voice acted ride, music ride. So you guys get the point. It's like every other main attraction around the outside incorporates some sort of Bitter Elegance, and we'll have some sort of Bitter Elegance song / concert, which I've teased earlier, but we're not ready to show that just yet. Still gonna do that. That'll be a future episode coming up when I got some time to work on that. But basically it's and then we have music on the go-karts as well from the Bitter Elegance. So it's not an overwhelming amount, but it's staggered in between, giving you breaks. But there's enough rides that are like, wow, this is pumping me up. It's got some fun music. It's got some fun beats to it. And it's copyright free technically, or we have permission to use it here on the channel. So it's really fantastic. It's a great mixture of Bitter Elegance and Planet Coaster and Frontier and all of that stuff, plus everything that the community's contributed so far. So I think Jeffrey Wynn Prince and the Bitter Elegance will be very proud to see that this coaster lines up perfectly with the lyrics of their song and does their song justice and creates a new vision / video for their music. I think it was just absolutely superbly done, and with some extra polish that Batch is going to come in add in here with some extra blueprints, it's going to even look better. So this is like this is the second phase. The first phase was prototype, and that was amazing, and this is like an almost complete, and then we'll probably be revisiting this in the future with the absolute complete version of it with all the little bits of polish in, and I can't wait to see that probably during the park spotlight when we finally feature this and all that stuff. So yeah, bringing it all back around, we're finally here. We made it to the Missy in Wonderland, and it turned out better than I could have ever hoped for. And then when now that we're showcasing all of them, the next video I'm going to be showcasing the Princess Ride. This area is our fantasy area of Project Planko. Me and Batch in the next few weeks, we're going to start planning out the plots for the community in this area. There's going to be a Princess Amelie castle / boarding station probably here. So we'll have a big plot for a castle there for someone to build, as well as one here for Miss Ellie. And then we'll have all these like fantasy plots in between so that we can make a fun little festive fantasy village that runs off into the pirate area. And we have our little Mad Hatter tribute over here as well. So it's all going to come to life, and then we'll have like this whole fantasy area of the park completed. So wow, what a journey this has been. And Project Planko is finally coming to life, and thanks to BBeyond for bringing yet again one more character to the spotlight and to life here in Project Planko with Malice in Wonderland. Okay, so this that's a bit of an update. That's like a look back in time, what my whole thoughts on visions on things, and I'm just so happy to be able to see this and see how well it turned out. And I definitely think this is the one to beat for me. It's my favorite ride in the park, but also I'm a little bit biased because it was one of the most inspirational songs that I heard from the Bitter Elegance. I thought it was dope. It's exciting to see. So there's a little bit of behind the scenes for you guys, what's to come and all that. And as I mentioned in previous videos, we're still sticking to one a week because we are bottlenecked. So as another update, because I'm super transparent with you guys, aka Superman Tanzo's X-Wing and Starship Rad currently have this version of the park that I'm showing you here today, and they're working out getting all of the missing stuff for the shooting ride in, and they're probably going to need 2 weeks for that because there's a lot, as you can see. They were working on blueprints and all sorts of stuff, and the three of them have been going crazy with this shooting ride. So hopefully all of that will get in the next couple weeks. And then soon as we get this park version of the park back with the shooting ride in and done, then we're going to be passing it straight over to Chant. And she has the Dark Carnival ride at like, I don't know, 50, 60, 70%. I have no idea where she's at, but she says she's ready to place it, and the rest she kind of needs to do in the park. She doesn't want to be importing trigger work and all that. And trigger work can be extremely tricky to do and could take a very long time, not to mention you're doing it in a park that's quite laggy. But Chant is also one of the rare people that has a computer, a brand new computer that is just as good as mine and Batch's. All three of us have basically the same computer at this point. So Chant is the last one to go in, but she has the power, the horsepower to be able to get it done. So hopefully she gets that in a couple weeks, and then we're going to give her a week or two to finish that. And so that'll probably 4 weeks before all of the rides are in, a month from now. And Batch is scrambling to polish because he's getting these rides in. And as you can see, there's still some more polish work that needs to be done on the ride that we showcased today, right? So Batch is like really the MVP here, going around helping out all of the people that have made these amazing rides and taking it to the next level, as well as what he did with the contest, what he did with the German area. He's taking the contest, he's taking the rides, he's taking everything that's everybody's contributing, and he's adding his own personal touch and flair, but also commemorating the community members with what they've done along the way, creating little memorials for everybody. So Batch is definitely an MVP here. We also have plans to do a little bit of a Zafor memorial thing here. I want to do like we got some, we'll show you when we get there, but we definitely, this was the last thing Zafor ever did in Planet Coaster. Bless his heart. Also kind of like, it's kind of like it's sad, but it's also beautiful that he was helping me out with this project. He said this was my vision, but then one day he was like, can I build a coaster in this park? I never knew that this would be his last coaster, but if there was to ever be a last coaster for him, I'm glad that it's the one in the last park I will ever be making in this, unless we get a Planet Coaster 2 or Park Beyond gets fixed. I don't plan on doing any more mega parks. The game is dying, guys. Like, I mean, dying in the sense of like 15 FPS dying. We need a new engine that runs better, that looks better. We need an upgrade. We need a Planet Coaster 2. I can't stand getting these giant projects up to a point where they just melt even the most state-of-the-art computers. It's heartbreak. And the thing is, I don't do anything small. I gotta go big or go home. That's my motto. So much like Candyland, this thing got out of control. And with that being said, I wanted to do one last mega park to commemorate the 7 years of Planet Coaster, all the amazing characters, all the amazing community members, all of the amazing moderators, everybody, and then especially even the amazing Zafor. So everybody gets their final mark in Planet Coaster in this mega park dedicated to Frontier's wonderful game, Planet Coaster. So bringing it all back around to Zafor, it is an honor that his very last coaster that he ever got to make in Planet Coaster is in our very last mega park tribute to Planet Coaster 1. Now let's hope we get a Planet Coaster 2. But, there's no more beautiful send-off than that there. So, yeah. Now, more transparency, the plan going forward, because I just said we got a while before the shooting ride and chance ride are in. Me and Batch are going to be in the background trying to plot out some of these plots for the fantasy area, the adventure area, as well as the sci-fi area. We already have a few plots in mind up here, so we're gonna get those plots all figured out, and we'll be working on that in the background. And then as soon as these are in, the shooting ride and chance ride, we'll be building the plots for these areas. So, that's pretty much the go-to plan. And then that way, the future content that you guys are going to see, next episode, we're going to Princess Amelie's Princess Fairy Tale coaster. We have a Renee Fu Dark Ride coaster to show you. Then a speed build, all of the stuff that you see in the background that Batch has been doing. He's recorded it. So another like speed build / podcast of me and Batch talking about the project, the park, and all of that stuff. And then last but not least, we will be, if I have time, I keep putting it off, I want to showcase what Bughoul has done for us here with this little bit of a concert / show for the center of the park. That's going to take a long time for me to do a video like that. So, and I have a couple special surprises for you guys as well that I worked on in the background. I just got to figure out how I want to present that to you guys, but there's a lot of moving pieces still, and that's kind of where I'm at and what I wanted to talk about in today's video. So until all of the movie pieces have stopped moving and then all of the blueprints or the plots are in, that's when we're going to kick it back into high gear, and hopefully we can move back to 2 a week and get this thing done. I don't know if we're going to finish for the 7-year anniversary, but we're going to damn well try, and definitely should hopefully finish this park by the end of the year. But as far as we've come in as little time that we have, I'm actually really impressed by everybody, and holy moly, Batch has really stepped up to the plate and taken this thing to a whole new level for us. So big props to Batch. You've definitely saved this park and done what I didn't have the time to finish. So thank you to Batch, as well as big thank you to BBeyond. This spotlight was meant to be all about her, and I was ranting and raving after riding it. I gave my thoughts on it, and I think you did a 10 out of 10 job, other than the fact there's some missing pieces, but I know you probably were melting your computer. This must have been a struggle to do even just this. So super proud of what you did here, BBeyond. You have a lot to be proud of. Let BBeyond know what you think of her creation here with the Missy in Wonderland down in the comments below. And that's everything I want to say in today's update for Project Planko. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you again next Wednesday for Princess Amelie's roller coaster. Okay guys, have a wonderful day. Bye now.